We're weapons of death. What?
Well, that's a question. We're
Question
weapons
mark.
of death?
Welcome back to part 3 of Cave Story, where we find out that Sue is telling King that they're demons when they eat when they eat flowers. Which King looks like a demon already.
Excellent.
He has those angry eyes and a scar on his cheek.
I like King. He's probably the most fleshed out character in the game.
He is, because he's the Mimiga that gets the most screen time.
Well, yeah, like probably even more than Sue, because
Sue's not really a Mimiga.
well, she looks like a bunny thing. Okay.
Does he have a KO throw combo? No.
He has a
No.
sword.
Oh.
That's a Tekken reference. Let's all just click that clear.
And we're at the longest part of this, which I am dreading because we have to go to the sand zone.
Desert level. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, we're taking a short trip into the Sonic 2 beta version. Okay.
Look how unfinished it is!
It's about as exciting as playing in sand can be.
I don't know.
hate
I
sand.
had a lot of fun making sandcastles on the beach.
There's no water, John. It's about as much fun as playing in a sandbox.
Okay, time to spit.
Well, that just means you have to bring a really big bucket and wet a big patch of sand to make castles with.
This is the sand zone, and who is that? Oh,
Someone not important, apparently.
someone who just wants to run away.
Hello, second playable character.
Well, there is a curly mode, but it's pretty much just the same
It's the
game.
same thing, but Curly talks still, and you actually see Quote talk.
No, I thought Quote was silent and she just talked. for
No,
him.
no. Quote does talk.
It's like 3 lines, but that's it, he actually does talk.
Let's go get drunk at the bar. I mean, what?
I mean, Curly!
I know what you want to do. And now we have another boss battle with Curly and the Colons.
They're called colons.
Yes,
It's kind of gross if you think too hard about it, but
they're baby Mimiga that follow whatever Curly tells them to do, which is apparently attack you.
and you can shoot them.
But they're indestructible.
Yes. Now they do resurrect after a while, or they once they're down and out for one time.
No, they resurrect after a while.
Okay.
What if you say yes?
Then she tells you to snap out of it and look at these babies.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that quote.
Look at these babies, Quote. Look at these babies.
Is it a but thou must situation?
Pretty much.
Now at this point, you can talk to Curly to switch your Polish Star with her machine gun. And since I know you're not going to be doing that for this playthrough,
Nope.
because look how tiny that map is. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait, there's something hidden in here?
You're getting the secret item.
Yes, I'm getting the secret item. We found her panties.
What?
Why?
Wait, is this like the porno magazine in Super Mario RPG?
Pretty much.
Japan!
So do they do anything?
No,
Or...
no.
You could do the same thing during the flashback in Final Fantasy VII. You could find Tifa's underwear.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was actually found in a drawer. This is out of fucking nowhere.
This is in the middle of the void.
Do you keep all your panties in the void, Curly?
We have
Well, I'm just gonna bring it up since, like, to be fair, the machine gun is better than the standard Polar Star. It's just that
but
later in the
if
game,
you stick it out
can
with the
upgrade-
Polar Star, you get a way better weapon than the machine.
Nate, you're clotheslining the baby Mimiga. Stop.
No, that's a dog.
That's a puppy.
What? Oh, is it? Okay.
That's a puppy.
Well, that makes it totally okay.
Oh, you actually have to platform your way up to get this stuff now. Because the thing about the machine gun that's really cool is, like I said, I think in the first part, you can kind of like float if you shoot it at the ground. So it makes the platforming a non-issue.
Or, you
Yes.
know, I should have just switched to the bub line and the bubbler and just decimated all the blocks.
Well, no, you need to keep some of the blocks up so you can jump up. Don't. Oh wait, no, you could jump backwards. Never mind.
You can go through the bottom of this if you want to. The only thing that you risk running into, I think, is these little gator mouths.
Yeah, they any sand pit with these skulls down at the bottom have a weird little gator chomper thingy that will kill you.
Is it instant kill? I thought it just really hurt.
At my current health, it's an instant kill.
Oh, okay.
I might be left with 1 health left.
Look at all the nachos.
They're not.
I can't. I have my volume down really low, but that sound still rings in my ears to this day.
The nachos aren't worth it, John. The nachos aren't worth it.
Yeah, no cheese.
No, they're not nachos. They're Doritos.
Oh, yeah, they're right. They're already sort of cheesy colored, so it would imply that they are Doritos. I'm such a fool.
And then for some reason, if you ever see those dog paws on the
What? Is there a secret save point up there?
yes.
The dog paws are kind of like pass-through walls. For some reason, like I'm not the only one who's gotten into the habit of calling those invisible walls, even though they are quite clearly visible, right?
They're visible. They're visible, but they're pass-throughable. They're pass-throughable.
Yeah.
Hollow, I guess would be the better word.
It's like, you know, I've never seen a game hide a save point before.
Well, I think there is one more before the boss battle here. Is there?
What, hollow walls?
No, a save point. Because there's one there in the hollow wall, and I think there is at least one. Because I know we're approaching a house.
There's one in the house, and then there's one right near the boss.
And then Eggman's giant garbage machine comes out of the background. And...
Well, you're not lying on that.
You're half right.
It's not Eggman's. It's Omega.
Excellent.
The Slaper has awakened.
That's like 5 Dune references in like 5 separate playthroughs, Ted. I'm impressed.
I've never actually seen. I've only seen that part of Dune. Like I walked in on my dad watching it one time.
Have you
ever actually seen the movie or read any of the books?
I don't have 4 hours to spare. All right.
Dude, you're doing this right now.
Yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason I always default to the fireball when fighting this guy.
The fireball is pretty awesome.
Missiles are my go-to weapon for bosses.
Honestly, I don't really use the missile launcher much.
It's missiles and a weapon we're going to get later at level 2. Level 2 specifically, because I don't like it at level 3.
Oh, the curse on the sunstone's lifted. Now we can get blossoms and sunflowers. Awesome.
Yeah.
Why would you want a sunflower though?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure, unless if there was something that trumped it in the later gens, I'm pretty sure Sunkern still has the worst stats in the entire series.
Shall I look it up before some nitpicky asso corrects you?
Nah. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Nitpicky assholes away!
Nah, bro, that's cool.
Man, you know, as far as I'm concerned, with so many Pokemon in existence, it's perfectly excusable to be wrong about something in Pokemon, okay?
I agree.
But what isn't wrong is the fact that Pokemon 666, the Eyes of the Devil, is a butterfly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I forget
Vivillon.
its name. The one whose colors change when
Pavilion.
depending on what region you have set
Vivillon.
in. Yeah, the one depending on your region, it has a different wing pattern.
Hi, Potato Face.
Okay, so I've heard of crazy cat ladies, but not crazy dog ladies.
Yeah. Stupid daughter. Oh yeah, this is Misery's mother. Because of the only human inhabitants on this island, they're not really human because they're all magical. Ooh.
Magical humans.
Yes.
What is her name?
Jenka.
Jenka? Is that another language for misery too?
I don't know.
I mean, she really hated her daughter. It's like, oh shit, I did it again. I'm gonna call this one Misery.
Yeah. So we're on a fetch quest now.
Gotta find the puppies.
No, it's a fetch quest. We're finding dogs.
Yeah.
Fetch.
Oh man, I'm getting all contagious and stuff. This is awesome.
Ooh, I'm spreading like the plague.
And I don't do it, but if you look in your inventory when you have a dog on your back, each dog has its own description.
Ah.
They give
I
it
didn't know that.
they give it a little bit of character. I love this right here. We find a box in a dog. We find a dog in a box. He's just chilling in a box.
Man.
At least.
Okay, was that literally the Metroid life capsule theme?
No, it was heavily inspired by it, though.
No, okay, you want to know what series is the worst about that? If any of you guys played the Ys series, that's YS. I don't know why they pronounce.
Oh, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, it's pronounced Ys. The whenever you find something, it is, I shit you not, the exact same melody.
Do you happen to know the name of the song so I can listen to myself?
It's probably just the jingle. Hold on, I'll find it. Okay, Ys jingle. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
You go find that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're gonna shoot dinosaur skulls. Jumping dinosaur skulls. What the fuck?
Yeah. They get legs later. Oh, hi, puppy.
That's good to know.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Now we need to find a way over there. Wonderful.
I hate that room. I really do.
I do need to play this game sometime. It's looking really fun to me.
Oh yeah, they get birds too. Giant bird.
These I don't know if it's the birds I hate or because those walking skeleton heads I don't find a problem with. It's just they like throw like 20 birds at you near the end of this platforming sequence.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the machine gun from Curly, which we don't recommend first off, I mean I recommend trying it one time to see what you like about it, but just be aware that there's a much better weapon you can get later down the road if you don't take the machine gun.
Yeah.
Well, for your first playthrough, you probably, if you're going into this game blind, you probably are going to trade for it, and it is incredibly helpful in this section.
Yeah,
So
I did.
it-
I did get the machine gun my first playthrough.
And it seems like the smart choice the first time you play the game, because like it allows you to get past these platforming stuff. You can shoot a lot of missiles at blasts at once before. Because like it's got the same sort of ammo thing that the bubble line does, where you've got a limited amount of ammo, but holding off or switching weapons for a brief moment will allow you to get more back.
Yeah.
So like that's never really an issue.
Yeah.
You know, I never paid attention to my ammo count with the machine gun because it refills so quickly.
And you get an item later up down the road that if you have the machine gun that cuts the ammo consumption in half.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just so that you can't. I'm pretty sure it's just there so that you can't fly to things that you're not supposed to go to or break the game.
No, wait, scratch that. It doesn't cut it in half. It boosts the recovery rate. My bad.
Oh yeah, so it takes
Well,
like
in
maybe a second.
essence, that's sort of the same thing. So.
Sort of.
Well, like it takes a second to recharge, I think, before it, and it takes like half a second after. Like
Yeah.
it's almost comical how fast the numbers go back up.
100.
It's nice of them to mark the secret walls that lead to dogs with paw prints.
Can't you pick up more than one dog at once?
No.
No, it's one at a time, I think.
Okay.
It's like, the dogs know exactly where they're going to get lost. So, just in case someone comes to find them, they put paw prints on the walls.
Where?
for you.
There it is. There's the stupid freaking thing.
What a cute dog. I think I'm gonna call you asshole.
I hate this room because it's a like the map shows. It's a maze in the dark. Except
Yeah, you bring out your map and your magnifying glass so you can see where you're going.
Does the 3DS version have the map on the bottom screen?
yes, it does, and it's way more useful.
I haven't played the 3DS version, the remake.
The 3DS remake is pretty cool. The soundtrack.
Yeah. There's a 3DS like version, and there's a DSi ware version you can download on your 3DS.
Yes. It's a little confusing,
So-
but
Yeah. Like again, you can play this game on your blender.
The weird thing about the 3DS version is they have this thing called Classic Mode, where you play as the 2D pixel sprite of Quote, but everything else is in 3D.
so it's like some sort of retro skin.
so classic. I'll take Chibi Quote.
Era of the Hero of Time quote. Wait.
Yeah, there is when you're playing the Wii version, you are given the option to play with updated graphics. And the updated graphics aren't much, and I think it only applies to Quote and Curly.
No, certain characters have little tinges here and there of shading Yeah.
The graphics are slightly improved. It's the soundtrack that's
Quote
really
looks
the
fat.
biggest change.
The
updated sprite makes Quote look fat.
No, I think his hair is more pronounced in the updated Wii sprite. And you can see his expression a little more clearly. The same goes for Curly, because
What,
she's
you mean his blank vacant stare?
yeah, no, because he does visibly get angry when he shoots the gun.
Oh.
And the same goes for Curly, because otherwise she's just rocking a completely derpy, happy expression the entire way. It's so innocent, but at the same time, it's it kind of makes this is a killer robot.
This is why
Wearing
Kirby's the
panties.
ultimate sociopath, John.
Well, a sociopath with a good heart.
Or at least a fine smile. It's almost like the Burger King, only she doesn't give you a burger.
That dog can be annoying at times.
Especially if you like decided to run past the enemies instead of fighting them, and then like
this.
like that, yeah.
Bird, I don't want you.
The dog stole my heart first. I'm sorry. The dog in the deserted house was the last one I found in my first playthrough.
Dogs skidoo, we can too.
I always find the one closest to the boss last.
Well, you know where they're all. You know where they're all at now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's after playing this so many times, it's
Yeah, I think may have replayed it 2 times after the review, and I mentioned the 4 times before that. But it helps that it's really short. I say that as we're talking over like a 27-minute part. I realize, but
This is if I can say anything about Cave Story, it doesn't ever really. There aren't an awful lot of points where it drags. I guess this is really one of the only ones.
Well, there's one part I think it drags for the wrong reasons, but that's a discussion for a later part.
Okay, well we'll get. I can't really think of what you're talking about. Again, it's been a while, so I guess you'll just.
Are you talking about the labyrinth?
No, not the labyrinth. I'm talking about the final area.
Oh, the hell place.
Yeah.
The place that's supposed to be stupid.
Oh yeah, the hell thingy.
Actually, there is a sign in it that says "Welcome to Hell."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the Wii version there's a mode where you just try to get through that area.
Yeah, it's called Sanctuary Time Attack.
Yeah, you try to get through it as fast as possible.
It is called the Bloodstained Sanctuary in this translation, wasn't it?
Yes.
'Cause I think they get away with just calling it hell in like the Japanese version.
Well, hell doesn't really have the same connotations in Japan that it does in America. Because like if we say the word hell, it implies Christian.
Fire and
where
brimstone.
yeah. So as opposed to, I think Japan's a little bit more loose about that. I think mostly just because they don't have as firm of a religion.
Well, different religions have different ideas of what happens after death, and they usually involve some kind of punishment for bad people.
Yeah, well, that's true, but Japan kind of like mixes and matches religions a lot of time. Like kids will.
It's Mix and Match Wednesday.
Like people will have Christian weddings and then have like Buddhist or Shinto funerals, and like nobody thinks this is weird.
They don't think of them as Christian weddings. They're just Western style weddings.
I can't believe I just did that. I could have maxed out the bubbler, but I switched to the Polar Star again.
Well, that's your default weapon, so I can't blame you for wanting to get that one maxed back out first.
Bring on the birds!
Yeah, this is where they start throwing all the birds at you.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Bring on the parakeets!
Look at these Swiss pillars.
Which you can only pass through the cliff.
This kind of stuff is why I don't like the experience points being collectible items, because they fall down.
Yeah,
and there are thorns below there, if I remember correctly, right?
In certain parts, yes.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's like instead of making them collectible items, just give you experience for killing things and make it a point buy system.
Well, no, the thing is that every time you get hit, your weapon your weapon loses experience. So
and then there's a weapon that if you collect any of the experience, it shoots rubber duckies.
It downgrades. I forgot the name of it.
The Nemesis.
The Nemesis. Okay.
Stars.
not that nemesis.
That doesn't exactly make me feel better about the experience system.
Well, if you want to be relevant to Cave Story, Ted, I guess you would say Polar Star.
True. Well, I'm not saying that like it should. I guess that's the point of the system. I guess whether or not you like the point is a different matter entirely. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
And I guess because the experience nachos, for better or worse, never fade away. Enemies do. You can kill every enemy on the screen. Suddenly
they fade away eventually.
They fade away eventually.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
I
they?
was about to
Because-
say. I'm seeing these experience nachos fading away really quick.
Okay, at this point, the difference between what Nathan's doing and how I play Cave Story is that Nathan's killing everything. Like he's really going to town.
I'm channeling my inner Kirby. I'm sorry.
Once my weapon's up to max, I shoot everything that's in my way, but I don't go out of my way to kill everything else.
Wait, what? Why do I still have the dog?
What's his name?
I found it. It followed me home.
Oh no wait. Oh wow, I can't believe I actually forgot this part. Yeah, no. After Jenka, after Balrog steals the key, you just have to go back to the boss
With the dog.
With the dog.
What happens if you talk to Jenka at that point? Doesn't she take the dog back from you, or is she?
No,
just
she tells you to go stop Misery.
That's not my dog, you fucking moron.
Don't you wish you gave me the key earlier? Now, bitch.
Hey, I have your bitch.
Okay, if Misery has the power to warp, what is stopping her from just warping inside the door?
Have you ever tried to teleport someplace you don't know where you're going? You might end up fused with a table or something.
Yeah, the door is infused with the anti-magical barrier.
I'm pretty sure that's like the explanation they give for
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, yeah. It's just like I don't want to teleport into something I can't see.
It's an explanation for a lot of teleportation things. Like if you don't know exactly where you're teleporting, you might wind up inside something, and that would be a problem.
You'll end up like the girl from Mary-Kate and Ashley from John's review. Yeah,
very true. But that's humorous. This is pretty graphic. I can't imagine what would happen if you were to teleport inside a wall. Like, would you immediately implode? Or would, like, the area...
Your brain would become part wall, and I think you'd die.
Ah, wall man.
Well, speaking of graphic teleportation flubs, even Harry Potter's addressed that kind of thing. And, let's just say more than one person has left a part of themselves behind.
Well, they can. Well, if I remember Harry Potter correctly, like I'm not a huge fan, but you can like bring it back, right?
Oh, well, yeah, they can reattach what you lost, but there's a thing in the Harry Potter books that isn't addressed at all in the movies. It's called splinching. And what it is basically you teleport away, but you like didn't concentrate well enough, so you left an arm or an eyebrow or something behind.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. I think they probably cut it from the movies because it's one of those like they're actually in school kind of moments that.
It's one of the it's one of those things that's easier to pull off in writing without completely creeping people out than it is to pull off visually.
Well, I remember they like made it a joke at one point. They were like, "Oh, I only left half an eyebrow behind, and I still failed the test," or something like that.
They made that a joke where I think it was Ron. I'm not really sure. Someone left an eyebrow behind during their final test, but I think someone else elsewhere in the book left like a limb or a leg. I think it was a leg. Yeah, it was a leg. They didn't go, but the thing about writing that kind of thing is that you don't have to go into detail. But if you put it in a movie, they're going to see it, and no matter how you write that, there's someone right in front of you with a detached leg, and you can't exactly censor that.
I need that guy's leg.
And now back to my innocent death robot. Here at BrainScratch. He's so adorable with that dog on top of his head.
This is the doctor. We saw him at the beginning of the introduction.
What is this, like Android 20 with the dome?
No, he's just wearing a really tacky fucking helmet. It's an ancient relic, I think.
It's called the Demon Crown. Yeah. It gave him magic.
It gives him control over the enraged Mimigas, I believe.
And Misery and Balrog too. And there's King Sword.
Does King die at this point or not yet?
You'll find out.
Excellent. epic showdown time. Where's the main character?
He's feeding the dog.
He's playing with the dog outside.
Hey, what's your name, little doggy? Stain. Ooh.
So it took him like 2 minutes to open the door.
I think this was all happening while Quote was on the way here, and enraged Toroko throwing.
Poor Toroko. I hated this part.
I seriously hated this part too.
Kind of reminds me of Freedom Planet, where toward the end one of the characters gets mutated.
Yeah, but Mila lives. That's the difference. Toroko dies from this.
Dude, spoilers.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but you should have paid attention to all the obvious hints that I've given you throughout the commentary. Now watch as 20,000 subscribers go back and look for those hints that I never actually said in the first place.
No, John, you actually did leave the hints. They're just hidden code in like some random sentence you made about like grilled cheese or something. You just have to rearrange all the letters in every.
Yeah, somewhere in my 20+ nacho comments.
It was hidden in the useless Harry Potter tangent we had 5 minutes ago.
You gotta go use an audio encryptor, and it'll give you an image of.
Yeah, you gotta play it in reverse. Little demonic voice. Toroko dies. Toroko dies.
Oh God!
It'll scare the kids.
Oh God!
Oh, they put an ellipses at the end of that. They wanted you to feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, King ends up biting the bullet too.
Yeah, he just poofs.
Oh, but you get his sword, and I really like King's sword.
The blade is really good at level 2 for me.
Level 2 as opposed to level 3?
I think level 2 is better because you can fire it much quicker than level 3. I know level 3 has a lingering effect, but I like the size and how fast it is in level 2.
So it has the DPS.
Level 2 is good for spamming. Level 3 is good for when you need to take out a massive area of enemies. And what? Balrog Derp Smile? What?
What happened?
We just got thrown away to the
What happened to Balrog?
He got teleported.
Misery's kind of an asshole.
Her name is Misery.
Like Balrog, they try to make like the comedic kind of villain you like. Misery's just a jerk.
A miserable jerk.
I haven't even needed to make a pun this entire playthrough. You guys have been doing it for me. It's awesome.